Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Fifth time's the charm, am I right? Oh boy, this was full of many problems for me. Actually, we need to go this way. So, basically, there have been some changes. I don't know what happened, but I wasn't able to open this. Well, first I had the audio problem with the microphone, which actually I think might have been driven by an audio driver update that went forward on my computer. Once I got that figured out, then the game wouldn't launch for some reason. And I don't know. You must gather your party before venturing forth. I didn't... Oh, fine. This gives us time to talk. Anyways. So there was... So then the game wouldn't even open. So I did a verify files, and that kind of got it working, but it wouldn't open with OBS active for some reason. Or the widescreen fix. So I played with it a little more. Then I was able to get it working, but with the mouse wouldn't show up. So then I played with it more, and I got the software mouse working. But that was like, if my mouse was here, the software mouse would show me being like there. So that was pretty much unplayable. Like, it was almost as unplayable as just not having a mouse, period. I mean, the mouse worked, you just couldn't see it. But I finally got everything working, I think, so hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from here on out. But who am I kidding? It's never smooth sailing with computers. I also, I don't know if this was happening the last couple episodes, but the aliasing on some stuff was just really bugging me. So I also forced NVIDIA to put in some anti-aliasing, so we should have very minimal aliasing noticeable now.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. When Raji got, and she behind Gorubia. When now for the Dufta.
What's going on in there?
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation.
Stop the interrogation right now.
Who said that? What's going on out there? Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
I won't let you kill a defenseless prisoner.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
They actually have it very well hidden, but I think there's 2 Sith in that room. Light side points gained. Yeah, there he is. Alright, I can't move, which is always a good thing. There we go. What are you talking about?
She enjoyed it out. When Raji got, she offered to.
What are the Hidden Becks planning? Can you take me to Gaddon? Gotta get one of those uniforms from you.
Tuftadan Gelfa. Horisidan Gelfa. Tudin Tufblan Nibo Gelfa. Horisidan Gelfa. Vadinugan Gelfa.
I should be going now.
Ufta Gel Chief. Tundastan Shelfa. Vapuilta. Where Tundas. Ilda Tufta. Kolo Dus Ivan Rebut. Ikelti Rimo. Tenfusi Borovan.
So if we ever miss anything because of like you've noticed how the screen takes time to shrink with this fix, with this widescreen fix. So if we ever miss anything, we can always go back to our log here and see the whole thing there. Which I think the only stuff we missed were the Sith, which speak in English, so. And this is the only time in the game we will be able to
Ready?
actually loot armor from the Sith. Or at least from the Sith soldiers. Which I assume the reason they do this is because, or don't do it rather, is because one, it's incredibly shitty armor for the most part. But two is so it just doesn't clog your inventory. I think that, and three, it's actually realistic to not be able to loot weapons or armor from Fallen Foes, since it failed to protect them, so it's likely damaged in some form. So how useful is it really going to be to you? All right, so we are going to go round and round. Where we'll stop, no one knows. Actually, I do know. Not there. Oh, I went too far. I think here is where I want to be. Yeah, okay. Now we've done a transition. I should be able to go back to being me. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I still got to look into that bug. I've spent most of my time just trying to keep the game running. But now that we have the armor, actually, let's just equip it now. So we actually needed 2 sets of Sith armor. I don't know if this is unique to... Excuse me. I don't know if this is unique to the mods that I'm using, like the cut content restoration, or if it's always been like this. I always remember you just needed the 1 set of armor for yourself, but I could be wrong. Like I've said previously, it's been forever and a day since I've played this, so... Hello, Mr. Sith God.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Okay. So now we'll immediately change out of our armor, but we'll leave Carth in his for now, simply because it's better than the armor he was wearing, which was none at all. So he still gets some benefit from it.
Kavatumpa kunpalyiya mokapaata. Nanay kanyo. Hinking kuno ba mulirachi kun tong napunsya nyunyan. Kabawal pa mulchi kamana.
Ichuta, yun patisa, imbanit ka lora tun.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kurpalyiya mokapaata. Chiyoka kutumpa kurpalyiya.
And as long as we're in the, or as long as Karsten's Sith armor, rather, people will treat us as Sith, amusingly enough. Good job, Karth. There we go. Now we can loot them for all they're worth. And we got a Volker shock stick, which actually is not good at all. You'd think it would be, but no. Hey, we can still move. Perfect. I do like how you can see how expansive this underground area is. I don't know if this was on the original version or restored content as well, or if it was just too small to see on the original resolutions. But you can see there's all these people and speeders down here, which gives you a sense of scale for how big this area really is. Because this planet is one big Eucanopolis, or however you pronounce it. Basically like Coruscant, where the whole planet's one big city. That's Taurus. Ooh, these guys are a little bit tougher. There we go. Ow. Ow. He almost killed me. And we, okay, disengage. There we go. So this is a good time to show what's going to be our main healing strategy. Is basically, in certain areas of the game like this one, we can fast travel to our hideout and fast travel back. And we get free healing from that. Also, because we are transiting a zone, it will return control of my character to me when it inevitably decides that the WASD keys are for losers. So, we got that going for us. Let's see here now. So I suppose, let's save. I'm actually gonna delete that save and save over this one. Those are from the last time I tried to make an episode and then realized what was wrong with that one? Was that, I think that was my microphone. What was wrong with that one? Anyways. Hello, sentry droid. This sentry droid has fallen into disrepair and does not seem to be functioning properly. Let's repair the droid. And we are now out of repair parts, but the droid is now active and will attack any enemies that come within range. If we had more repair parts, we could increase its damage, you know, probably make it like go from like a D6 to a D8 or a D6 plus 2 or something like that. Optimize the droid's targeting systems, which would increase its 2-hit chance. Activate the droid's shields, which would make it highly resistant to blaster fire. Or we can engage the droid in patrol mode, which would let it move around, but we don't have nearly enough parts for any of that. Alright. Nice job, Carth. So now we will be exploring, i.e. breaking into people's apartments again. Since these were black bulkers, I feel no compunctions about taking their shit. And this is actually kind of like the first dungeon in the game, so I'll be saving somewhat frequently here. And we got plenty of lower Taurus citizens. Hello. Let's get some grenades out. There we go. One of your party is down. Party members who go down in combat will be revived at the end of the battle. If your entire party goes down, game over. Okay, so yeah. I think we're fine.
What?
Yeah, we went down, but then we immediately got back up. I don't know if we did self-damage with the grenades or what the hell happened there. But yeah, the enemies here are tougher than what we've faced previously in every other area of the game so far. So that is why I immediately went for grenades against a grouping like that. So now from in here, we can't actually transit back to our hideout. But if we step outside for a minute, we can do that. Hello, kitty? Oh, sounds like someone's beneath me. And yes, it plays that level up sound every time you do a zone transition. Fun, isn't it? Okay. Let's level up. Attributes will go into dexterity, so we have more defense, skills, stealth, awareness, persuade, security. And I guess that'll be it for now. Now we can just go back in. I like how even though they're using like the same basic models and textures, they do update the textures or at least add decals to them so like you can see the floors in disrepair. There's blaster pockmarks everywhere, so you can tell this is definitely a lower city area. We'll see something similar with the cantina when we visit that.
Hey, I'm not looking for any trouble with the Sith, all right? Please, just let me be.
Yeah, he still thinks we're Sith because Karth is still in his Sith suit. I don't remember the citizens being armed down here like that. I don't know if that's restoration mod. I don't remember there being so many either. But that would... It makes sense, all things considered. There we go. Oh, this would have been another good good use for a grenade. Actually, we'll throw another 2 grenades at him.
Time to rumble.
There we go. Wow, we are just... Really? I think we've got this in the bag, though. Come on, wake up.
Sure.
Yeah, the downside of me taking those points away from...
What's on your mind?
Oh, I want to discuss something with you.
You do? Fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
I want to talk about these issues you seem to have with me.
I know you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
Why are you so hostile? What did I do to deserve this?
You haven't done anything yet, but there's no guarantee that you won't do anything in the future. I've been betrayed before by people, and it won't happen again.
So you want some guarantee that I won't betray you?
I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally.
I'm beginning to wonder if you're even capable of trusting anyone.
Well, you can stop wondering. I'm not.
Sure you don't want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
So if I hadn't gone and talked to him like that, he would have brought it up eventually. Or, well, he wouldn't have brought it up. The game would have just been like, Karth looks like he could be talked to, and that's because his quest... Basically, you get more dialogue from him every time you level up, in this part of the game at least. So, I think most of the characters are like that, where their dialogue opens up as you level up, because that's like the game's measure of time, essentially, is you leveling up. So we are going to heal again. Now, the first time I played this game, I actually didn't know about this trick, so I was trying to make it through without ever, like, going all the way back to the hideout, because I didn't know you could heal at the hideout like this. Which probably explained why I had such a hard time and eventually resorted to cheats, because I was just digging into my limited supply of consumable heals, which obviously ran out pretty quickly. So... it definitely makes the game easier. Now, I think we took everything from here. And actually, we have an upgrade to make to Karth. So, if we go to Karth here, we can see right now he's using a blaster pistol and Karth's blaster. Now, Karth's blaster does a d6 plus 1 of damage. And then range 23 meters, crits on a 20 for double damage, and it's balanced. And it's upgradable too. Karth's personal blaster is based on an old Arcanian design, but he has adapted it to incorporate all of the latest modular technology available to the Republic. Now, his other blaster right now is just the regular blaster pistol, which does a d6 of damage, range 23 meters, crits on a 20 for double damage, and it's balanced. The most common ranged weapon in the galaxy is the basic blaster pistol, firing a bolt of intense, coherent light powered by a replaceable power pack. Now, we can actually upgrade this to a heavy blaster, which you can see does a d8 of damage. It still has 23 meter range. It still has it still crits on a 20 for double damage, and it's still balanced, which reduces his penalty for dual wielding. These resemble regular blasters in the same way Quarry and Marsh Suckers resemble mosquitoes. Sure, they both do damage, but the former definitely has the edge and kill potential. And it doesn't affect his 2-hit at all, so we're actually going to upgrade his offhand to a heavy blaster, which will give him a little more punch in future conflicts. So now we're finally starting to get to the point where we're getting equipment upgrades rather than just leveling up. Hello.
Skronki to pacnemo, chi ita kanki channa kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji, kinba noku nixet abog.
Alright, so he doesn't want to play nice, so. Ow! We are rolling badly today. Okay.
What?
So we're gonna go back and heal. Last time, I promise. Well, for this episode anyways. But, I really do need to control my character for this next room. And as you can see, there's some locked doors that we'll have to unlock, so we'll want to deal with those two now. And we will transit back.
Yes?
There we go. And now I feel a little more comfortable going the other way. Because I think we're actually not that far off. Yeah. So that's going to be the last door we visit. And there's some Black Vulkars that we somehow missed the first time. Ow. There we go. And we still retain our movement capability. So here we got an interesting looking setup. Githos, sorry I couldn't be there with you, but here's the package I promised. Remember, activate the holographic security system in the proper order to open it, or boom! Just activate the holograms in the same order that they joined the band. Since you're the Twisted Rancor Trio's manager, you should be able to figure out the code. I still think this is a mistake. Davik won't be happy if Ashana can't fill in for her sister, and you don't want to get Davik mad, or you might never come out of that estate again. Anyway, good luck. And if this works, think about what a great chapter it'll make in the biography of the band you've been working on. Alright. Well, I think we can assume, since it's not open, that he did not make it out of Davik's estate. Twisted Rancor Trio. So we can go into our inventory for that. There we go. Guts and Glory, a chronicle of the amazing story of the Twisted Rancor Trio by Glyphos Uxaris, a work in progress. The origins of what would eventually become the most famous band in the galaxy are surprisingly humble. The brains behind the group, manager Glyphos Uxaris, founded the trio to earn a date with a young singer named Alinda. The play worked, and Alinda became the first member of the band. Glyphos scrambled to find musicians to back her, and signed a Bith named Uja to be the lead musician. Soon after that, he signed Uja's brother Uji to complete the trio. The band struggled at first. Alinda was a fantastic singer, but Uja wasn't much of a musician. When Alinda threatened to quit, Glyphos fired Uja and signed another Bith named Lupa. Of course, this didn't go over well with Uja's brother, and Uji quit. Fortunately, Lupa knew another musician named Photo, who joined to replace Uji. Led by Olinda's singing, the second incarnation of the Twisted Rancor trio became quite popular on their home world of Taurus, eventually attracting the attention of local legitimate businessman Davik Kane. Davik asked Glyphos to bring his group in for a command performance. Glyphos agreed, realizing this could be the band's big break. Unfortunately, Olinda had heard certain unsubstantiated rumors about Davik Kane and his connections to the exchange. Fearing for her life, she refused to go to his estate to perform. Many felt that without Olinda singing, the band would crumble, but Glyphos came up with a brilliant plan to save the group by hiring Olinda's sister, Ashana, as the new lead singer on the eve of their scheduled appearance at Davik's estate. Glyphos knew he was taking a risk. If Ashana couldn't perform at Olinda's level, Davik's infamous temper could have dire consequences for the entire band. However, if Ashana could match her sister's performance, then Davik was likely to sign the band to a big-time touring contract. It was a risk, but the Twisted Rancor trio was founded on Guts and Glory. There are no further entries. Yeah, so we can, I think we can put together the puzzle here as to what happened. So, it started with Olinda, and then, what was it? The Uji and Uja, I remember those two. I forget which order. Uja and then Uji. Nope, come on. Uja. Uji. I think it was Lupa next, right? Yeah, Lupa and then Frodo. Or sorry, Photo. And then Ashana. And we got some experience for solving that little puzzle, which wasn't too hard. And we got the Achani Fiber armor and 50 credits. So with this, we can finally replace our armor. Even the most frugal mercenaries know they need at least some protection from the rigors of combat, although suits of this type are recommended for light skirmishes only. That's our current combat suit, and we are upgrading to the Achani Fiber armor, which basically gives us plus one more base AC while maintaining the same max dexterity bonus to our AC. And it's also upgradable. Many elite Achani duelists use armor of this type, though its adaptability has made it popular with professional soldiers and bounty hunters alike. So now we can upgrade Karth to the combat suit, which gives him a further +2 to protection, and you can see now our AC is 20, whereas his is 17, but he's a hell of a lot beefier than us, so... Oh, we also got an energy shield off of that one Vulker. Deflection energy, electrical 20 points, duration 200 seconds, or max damage taken. So we can do that, which will be useful in the arena. And we've got nothing else we can really equip on anyone.
What?
So there we go, we've completed our first dungeon, essentially. And we still have... Yeah, we still have the Sith armor, which will be important.
No problem. Got it.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaiya moka paata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya!
What are you doing in here? This place looks abandoned.
Chipetwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanunyang. Tonk patogas maktelia.
Are you in some sort of trouble? Do you want to talk about it?
Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tolba da bung kwalya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay tha haudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ay taodonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachichu ay taodonga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi.
Maybe there's some way I could help you out of this mess.
We ita na dana itya. Wata yumakawama huhanik. Asyong turong umnipatoga. Wana kun bes ching palamul tonki.
Maybe you could turn the tables, have Davik eliminated?
Takom justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay taodonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best.
Maybe you could pay Davik off?
Konti chani, mulira asyong turong umni patoga wangka chonetize. Ikratuk hatu chichiya, watayumaka wama huhanek.
Well, then it seems like the only option left is maybe you could fake your own death.
We itanadana yitya kunti chani tong patogas maktelia.
Tell me your plan and I might help you out.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay taodonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampungpa bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Mana tota. Ako chikratuk pola. Jishok jonatong jongking no una pangpa mulira kun kili. Kun kili no pa. Watati manyo kola una no ku mulira. Watawama mulira. King konjo peshak. No ba mulira chi. Johnny yun turung chi. We ita dia. Bola una chinek. Bamulirat slimo anga kun bisking.
I could get you a permacrete detonator.
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tolbada bunk walyagando tenago chuchut. Kachichu ay tahaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de bobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara.
Alright, so we got a journal entry added for that. Actually, we have a couple journal entries. Rackle Serum that shouldn't have been updated. Search for Bastila Terrace. Your Sith disguise has fooled the guard at the upper city elevator, giving you access to the lower city. Hopefully, it'll be just as easy to gain access to the undercity so you can search for signs of Bastila's crashed escape pod. And then Matrix Bounty. Matrix thinks he can escape his bounty by faking his own death. He's asked you to bring him a permacrete detonator. He plans to set off an explosion in his apartment in the hope that Davik will believe he perished in the blast. And actually, before we leave, since you're faking your own death, you won't need anything in this footlocker, right? I assume you already have everything you need. Great, perfect. Okay. You heard it here, folks. He consented to us taking it, so it's not stealing. Alright, and then we will make one more return to Hideout Transit back. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any upgrades yet for Karst's Blaster, our armor, or our Vibro Blade. So we're just going to have to hold off on upgrades to that for now. And I think I'll keep this a shorter episode, just in case stuff messes up again. So we are going to save here. And hopefully nothing else will go wrong in the making of this episode, but I guess we'll find out. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.